mga ka-try! Welcome to episode 4 of Try Robotics. In our episode last week, we learned how to install Arduino and Ardublock in our computers. Kung medyo nahirapan po kayo na gawin yon, don't worry. Just watch the video again and again until you get how it's done. And kung talagang it doesn't work on your part, just let us know on the comment section so we could help you how to resolve the problem. We also did our very first program, the Hello LED, and in that program we blinked an LED using the Ardublock. So if this is your first time to see our videos, we really encourage you to watch our previous episodes so that you would be able to follow the remaining episodes. Na-enjoy din natin yung interview with Engineer Roma Mercado of eGizmo, wherein she showed us the different robotics platform available in their store that they manufactured. Ang dami pala, no? So, once we learn how to program our K212 bot, which I prefer calling it K212, sounds like R2D2, no? And we'll be able to program the other robotics platform that they have. In tonight's episode, we will be talking about sensors, and we will be discussing how to use this ultrasonic sensor, what is an ultrasonic sensor, how does it work, and what are its applications, as well as the sound sensor, which is the microphone. So we'll play with it, and later on in the program, I'll show you how to use the microphone on a practical project, which is the clap switch. Let's begin. Now, the first thing that we'll talk about is the ultrasonic sensor. As you can see in our K212 robot, we have an ultrasonic sensor in front of you, which consists of two cylindrical metal. So one of which is transmitter and the other one is a receiver actually. So how does it work? As you can see from this illustration, there's an object in front of it which is 7 centimeters in distance based on the illustration, and the ultrasonic sensor is able to detect how far that object is. And how that works, I like the illustration shown here in milliohm.com, and it shows how an ultrasonic sensor works. So one part is a transmitter, the other one is a receiver. As you can see, merong obstacle or object in front of it. So the transmitter transmits an ultrasonic signal, which is basically a sound wave that is too fast for a human ear to be heard. It transmits that, and then since there's an obstacle, that sound signal will be reflected back to the receiver, and yung time it takes for that signal to leave the transmitter and to be received by the receiver is called the time of flight. So parang sa aeroplano, once sumakay ka ng airplane, yung time of flight is the time when the airplane leaves the airport going to the destination airport. So that's the time of flight. So ganun din dito, what we are measuring is the time for that sound wave to leave the transmitter and to be reflected back to the receiver. So you can imagine, once na lumayo yung obstacle, the time of flight will be longer. And so we know that the obstacle is farther away from the object, and from the sensor, I mean. And siguro you'd be interested to know, saan ba nakuha yung idea of creating an ultrasonic sensor? Well, it's from the Ask a Biologist at ASU.edu. Ito yan, yung pinagkunan nila ng idea. First is yung bat, second is yung dolphin. And that's why yung submarines also does the same thing. They use the same technology. As you can see, yung yellow wave here, sound wave, that's the sound wave produced by the bats. At yung red naman is a reflected wave, and for the bat to know na kung gaano kalayo sa kanya yung object. That's why, as you can see, no, yung mga bats, They can fly really low sa lupa, or they can fly really close sa mga puno or sa mga objects. It's because their sensor is very, very accurate. It's really, really good. And yeah, that's where the ultrasonic sensor technology was taken from, as well as dolphins. um, Dolphin sensor works the same way. So for us to know how to use this ultrasonic sensor, let's go to our robot and let's program our robot to read our ultrasonic sensor. Now that we know how our ultrasonic sensor works, the next thing that we will do is we will learn how to read an ultrasonic sensor na nandun sa ating K-12 robot. So, just like before, just open our Arduino, and then once that's open, we will open yung ating Ardu block, and we will see how easy it is to program or to read your ultrasonic sensor using our Ardu block. There, so ngayon na open na yung Arduino natin, we'll just go to Tools and click Ardu block. And here we go. Here's our Ardu block. Okay. Ayusin lang natin ng konti, and then. So the first thing that we will do is we will place our KBot begin block. So once again, just like last week, KBot begin block will enable all the pins and enable all the libraries na kailangan para mag-function yung ating K-12 robot, or I'd like to call it K212 robot. Ngayon naman, after KBot.begin, the next block that we're interested in is itong serial print. Itong serial print naman, it will help us to see yung distance or no object from our sensor. So let's put here distance equals. Yan. So let's click the new line as false. Lagay tayo dito ng isang space. Okay, what it will do is that it will print on the serial monitor, which you will see later on, kung ano yung value ng distance ng object. Ito yun, yung serial monitor. We will open that later on. Okay, next is lagay natin yung get data block. So this block will get the data from our sensor, pero wala pa siyang data na makukuha na unless we put the KBot sensor block here. Yeah. So as you can see, it's triangle, so it will not be placed here. So hindi pwede. No, it should be triangle also. Ngayon, this is the KBot sensor, and then the reading will be range in centimeters. So you can change this if you would like to use other sensors. Ayun lang, ganun lang kasi you can just change it. But for the ultrasonic sensor, we're interested in range in cm. So there we have it. Ganun lang siya kadali, no? Range in cm, and that's it. We already have a working program. So we'll now click upload to Arduino, and let's see how it works. There, it says done uploading. So we'll now open our serial monitor. See, showing distance is 140, 160 something. So ngayon, what I will do, I will place my hand close here. So it's showing 9-10 centimeter. I'll go even closer. So this is reading 5 centimeter, and closer, 3, closer, there. So pag nilayo ko siya unti-unti, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, hanggang sa malayo na, and then I'll just leave my hand, and it's now detecting the wall on the other side of the room. So yeah, there you have it. Ganun lang po kadali on how to read yung ating ultrasonic sensor. You see, it's very easy. Just put the K-bot.sensor. Sensor. So this is the block that does all the tricks. So inside this K-bot.sensor, sensor, if you'll be interested, nandito yan. Itong function na to, inside it is a code, which is a C program na ginawa for us so that our programming using Arduino block will be very easy. Now let's make it more useful. So we already know how to read the ultrasonic sensor. Then what now? Ano yung magagawa niya? So now what we will do, we'll use the ultrasonic sensor as a device to detect if there is an object, and if there is an object which is close to it, then it will do something. So this time siguro we'll turn on yung headlight niya if the object is closer, around 10 centimeter closer. So to do that, punta tayo sa control, and then we will use yung if else, or yung if block, if then block. There. So what an if then block, or what an if block is doing is that, as you can see here, meron siyang test. So what it does is that it will test a condition. If a condition is true, then it will do something. Parang ganito. Pag sinunod nyo yung utos ng parents nyo, then they will be happy. Yan. Kapag nag-review kayo for your exam, then you will pass the exam. So, ganun. Parang ganun yung ginagawa nito. That's similar sa robot programming. So, what is our test? So, gusto nating malaman if the object in front of our robot is closer than 10 centimeter. So, to do that, punta tayo dun sa test block. Alright, so we will use the less than block. Okay, I'll put it here. And then, we will copy this one, clone, and we'll place it inside. Oops. There. So what we're trying to do is we're testing if the value of the sensor in centimeter is something. So ano yung something? Let's get a variable, and let's get this one. Change it from 1. Let's put there 10 centimeter. Okay. So what we're trying to do is that we're testing if the range is less than 10 centimeter, and if so, then we'll do something. What is that something that we will do? We will turn on our headlight. So we'll get the K-bot leg block. I think you remember this from last week. We did this. So headlight left, we'll just clone that and place it there. And we'll change this to headlight right. There. So what we're doing, if the range is less than 10 centimeter, then we will turn on the headlight. Interesting. So let's do that. Let's click upload to Arduino. There, done uploading. Now let's see. siguro let's open yung ating serial monitor. Sorry, I clicked the wrong block. Alright, so let's open our serial monitor. It says distance is 100 something. Then I put my hand here, so we're about 22 now. I'll move closer, so we're on 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. It's not yet lighting. 10, there. So I'm around 10, there, 9. So that's why you can see na umilaw na yung ating headlight. So if I move far, nakailaw pa rin siya kasi doon sa ating block, what we just did is we just turned it on kapag less than 10 cm. Now, let's try naman, we will turn on if it's less than 10 cm, or maybe let's make it closer, around siguro, maybe 5 cm. Okay, and then if it's more than 5 cm, we will turn off yung ating LED. So to do that, we will need another control block. So we will pull this out, set it aside, and this time ang control block na gagamitin natin will be the if else control block. Ano naman yung ginagawa niya? So similarly, it still have a test. So kapag true yung test, then it will do something. If the test is not true, then it will do another thing. So I'll just show you how it's done. Let's just copy this here. So when pivot sensor range is less than 5 cm, meaning to say if the object is less than 5 cm, what do we want to do? So we will turn on the LED. Let's just drop it here. What if it's more than 5 cm? And then we will turn the LED off. So we will clone this one, place it there, and we will change this from on to off. This one also on to off. So what are we doing? If the range is less than 5, we will turn on the LED. If the range is greater than 5, then we will turn off our headlight. Then click upload to Arduino. It's uploading. There, done. We'll open the serial monitor. So it's around 100 plus. I'll put my hand close. So that's 21. I'll move closer. 15, 12, 9, 8, 6, 5. There. So this is less than 5. 3 is definitely less than 5. So naka-on yung ilaw, yung headlight. But if I move my hand further, as you can see, it turns off kasi nasa 10 na ako. If I move closer again, there, turn on, then off, then on, then off, then on, then off. So there, ganun lang kadali yung pag-program natin using Arduino. And we've learned one very important thing here, which is the use of control, the if and the if else, and we will be using that a lot in our next projects. The next thing that we'll talk about is the sound sensor, or commonly known as the microphone. So basically what a microphone does is it converts an audio or a sound wave into an electrical signal. So for example, nagsasalita ako ngayon and my microphone, yung sound wave na pinuproduce ko, it's being converted by a microphone into electrical signal, kaya siya nadidetect ng ating equipment. And I like the illustration here from scienceofsounds.weebly.com, where it shows yung microphone. It has a diaphragm. So ano ba yung diaphragm? Diaphragm is a very very thin metal na sobrang nipis niya, Kaya kapag may pumasok na sound wave, ang nangyayari dun sa diaphragm, nagba-vibrate siya. Ayun. Pagpasok ng sound wave, nagba-vibrate yung diaphragm. And then yung vibration na yon is being converted into an electrical signal. Kaya, in that way, nade-detect siya ng ating device. So, ganun lang kasimple on how the microphone works. So, for us to really understand kung paano siya gumagana, paano ba siya i-read ng ating robot, let's go to our robot and let's program and read our sound sensor. Now that we know how a microphone works or a sound sensor works, we will now learn how to read a sound sensor that is included in our K212 robotics. So to do that, again, let's go to K212 bot block. Let's pull out KBot begin to initialize everything. And just like an ultrasonic sensor, we would like to print the data. So let's type here sound detected false, and let's make this false. Alright, so once we've detected the sound, it will display it here. And we're also interested in getting the data of our sound sensor. And what is our sound sensor? It's here in the KBot sensor. Then we will change from range and cm. Palitan natin yan ng mic D, read. What is D here? D means digital. So dalawa lang yung values na makikita natin. That's either 1 or 0. Okay, so if there's no sound detection, it will show 0. But if there is a detection, it will show 1. Okay, so let's choose that. Mic D read. And that's it. So let's upload. Click upload to Arduino. Done uploading, and we'll now open our serial monitor. So you see here, sound detected is 0. We'll now try to tap, so you can see it's changing from 0 to 1. Clap na lang. There. So it's changing. Medyo super bilis lang ng monitor natin, that's why you don't see. But if you would like to see, I'll pull out my USB cable. Yun, kita nyo, sound detected. Nung nagsalita ako, narinig niya din. There. 1. So 0 is no sound detection, 1 is meron, and there's 1 again, and there's another 1 there. So you see? That's how simple it is to use our sound sensor. But that is the digital. Now let's see how an analog sensor works. So gagawin lang natin, we'll just replace this one. From mic D read, we'll just change it to mic A read. Okay, so basically we're just reading the analog value of the microphone and we're displaying it on the serial monitor. Let's click upload to Arduino. Done uploading, let's open it. So as you can see, nung hindi ako nagsasalita, it's around 500 plus. Now that I'm speaking, it's changing its value. Now I'll just clap. And it's changing that. So the difference between analog and digital, with digital, you can only see two values, 1 and 0. But 0, that means no detection, 1 means there's a detection. But here in analog, it's showing you the actual value, no? The bigger value nung reading ng ating analog sensor. there. So 508, 509 pag walang detection, and then it goes below 496 hanggang 533 if there's sound detected, and there. So that's how it works. May 774 and 752 pa when I started clapping, and yeah, that's how the microphone or the sound sensor works, as it detected the sound. So what do we do? Let's make this more useful. Sige. So just like our ultrasonic sensor, let's light our headlight, turn on our headlight when there's a sound detected. So we'll use mic DV, and then let's use if else. If else na yung gagamitin natin. Then let's go to test. If eto, yung equal to naman yung gagamitin natin. Let's clone this one. Alright, place it there. So what we're trying to do, if there is a sound detection, what will be the value? It will become 1. Okay, so let's take this, put it here. So if the value of sound sensor is 1, meaning to say there's a sound detected, we will turn on our LED. Clone that. Sorry. Change this to right. So if the value is equal to 1, meaning to say there's a detection, there's a sound, then we will turn on the LED. But if not, we will turn it. We'll clone it, and then we'll turn this off. Okay, click upload to Arduino. Error because my USB cable is unplugged. I'll plug it in, click upload to Arduino again. Done. So I'll show you on the serial monitor. Detected is 0. Sound check. Mic test 1, 2. Kapag may sound, i-detect, ay nag-blink yung ilaw, umiilaw yung LED. There we have it. It's good. Good sound check. Hello, mic test. Yan. It's working even when we're speaking. No? So maganda siya for like mga sound activated switch and devices. There, cool, right? It's very useful, and it's very easy to do. Ngayon naman, para sa ating practical project number 2, siguro ay napanood nyo yung segment ni Direct JM regarding try to edit, wherein he showed us some editing skills na nag-snap lang siya, namamatay yung ilaw, na another snap na bubuhay. Gagawin natin yan sa ating program dito sa ating practical project number 2. Gagawa tayo ng clap switch. Gagamitin din natin yung same circuit na ginamit natin last week, yung ilaw, AC light with relay. Pero this time, gagamit na tayo ng microphone, which is we will be using as our sound sensor, na kapag ka nag-snap tayo or nag-clap tayo, i-activate niya yung relay, it will turn on or off yung ating ilaw. Exciting, di ba? At hindi ba, it would be very cool kung magagawa natin yan sa bahay natin, na kapag ka nag-snap lang tayo ng ganyan, mamamatay yung ilaw, or kung nag-snap ulit tayo, mabubuhay. I'll show you how to do it. We're still using the same circuit na ginamit natin last week. Siguro, you can still remember this 220 volts LED light. Okay, this is being controlled by this relay. and that relay is being controlled by our Arduino Lean microcontroller board. As I told you before, this is an Arduino Uno compatible board. That's why we can just select Arduino Uno on our programming. And what I like about this Arduino Lean is that it has a lot of additional features. What I like specifically is yung LED light niya sa gilid that will show you kung ano yung status ng port na yun. And of course, we've added this microphone sensor module so that kagaya ng ating K-12 bot na meron din siyang microphone, it will do the same. So kapag ka naka-pick up siya ng sound, it will turn on this light, at kapag ka naka-pick up siya ulit ng another sound, it will turn it off. So, let's try it. Basa yung kamay ko. Ayaw, palakpak na lang. Yon. So, as you can see, one clap, umilaw siya, another clap, mamamatay. Isa pa. And then, mamamatay. Ayan, ang galing, di ba? Kaya kung meron din kayo mga projects na katulad niyan or any project na ginawa nyo, say sa school or anywhere, or kung hobby nyo yung robotics, please let us know. Give us a comment on the comment section and pwede namin kayong i-feature sa show, and let us feature yung project na ginawa nyo, na pinagpaguran nyo, and let others see it para ma-appreciate din naman nila. That's it for tonight, mga ka-try. Next week naman, we will continue the second part of our sensor series, wherein pag-uusapan naman natin yung dalawang pang klase ng sensor ng ating K-12 bot, which is the light sensor and the vibration sensor. So once again, if this is your first time, please follow us on Facebook and hit the like button if you enjoyed the show. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe para updated kayo sa ating weekly program. And if you need to watch the segments again for you to be able to follow along, okay lang, pwede nyo ulit-ulitin yung video, no problem. So see you again next week.